Okay, in this tutorial what we are going to see is that how you are going to post the data, right? So far we have seen how you are going to get, now how you are going to post. Very simple. Here I am going to use the JSON object request ws.q. You can pass this dot add request and new JSON object request. I'm going to pass the JSON object to this. That's why I'm going to use what? JSON object request. Okay, so JSON object request, first parameter is c int, right? You have first parameter is nothing but what we are going to use this. See, JSON object request, this method we are going to use. Can you see this method? This method we are going to use construct which defaults to get if JSON object request is null. If you are going to pass this parameter as null, this request would be by default treated as get. Can you see this call? If not exactly equals to null, get, otherwise it is post. So I'm going to use this construct over here. See, now first parameter is the URL, right? Second parameter is the JSON object request, that object we are going to pass. Presently I'll say null. Third parameter is success, this dot colon colon on post success, right? And last parameter is on post error, right? On post success. This, what is happening, this colon on post success, have the semicolon over here. We would be needing this one listener with this and this. I am going to call this method string, this JSON object, this listener with the JSON object, incoming JSON object, and the error listener. Why this is giving me error then? Create the method. Okay, on post success, and again this on post error. Let me create private void on post error, and here you can pass Volley error e, like this. Volley error e on post success. Here you are going to get JSON object ob. See, this is the add method, right? You are going to hit to this URL and you are going to pass this object. Then on the success this method would be getting called, on the error this method would be getting called. Okay, now what would be your JSON object, right? Let's create the JSON object over here. JSON object obj is equals to new JSON object, and we are going to pass this object over here obj, right? That keys would be obj dot put string. Now you can see this link, I have already opened over here. See this, I am going to post this, right? So this would be the URL. Just copy this URL and you can paste it over here, right? And after that what you can have, this endpoint API users, we are going to post to this API users, right? And the object, can you see the object name would be this, job would be this. Okay, so what I can do is that object dot put name, you can say Android, and object dot put job, you can say OS, right? Surround with try catch, and even let me get this into the try catch. So I created the JSON object, right? I created the JSON object and I passed while this is request. On the success, again it will give you one JSON object just to show you log.I at what you can say codekul, right? At codekul, and here you can say response is ob dot get, or say to string. We are just printing string over here, and on post error as well you can say error is nothing but e dot to string, like this. Okay, now what would be happening if you are clicking on this button? We are going to just have the post, right? Post, you are inserting this object while this request, and on the success of this would be getting called, on the error of this would be getting called. Pretty straight, but somewhere there is an error. Where is that? E dot to string. Let me run the code and see what happens, right? Let me run the code and see what happens. Now on the tap of API, you are going to hit some call. Can you see name? This response is coming. Same response is coming, right? Likewise, on the hitting of this, they are sending same thing to the back with some created ID. That's what you are getting over here. Same thing means your request is going successfully to the server and coming back, right? This can be saved successfully. You can get over here saved successfully with this ID. You can show into some text view. Yes, registration form, right? So this is all about get and the post calls using the Volley. Very simple, very straight. See, this is a post call, this is the get call, right? Try this on your own, and if you get any question, please come to us, right? If you like our videos, kindly subscribe us on the Code Cool channel of the YouTube, right? Okay.